an all-new American greed, an epic fraud scams over 20,000 investors.
Alan Stanford is a sociopath.
Snaring them with fake promises and a little dark magic.
Each of them cut their fingers and mixed their blood at the time they arranged the deal.
Insiders tell all about Sir Alan's $7 billion scheme.
They're manipulating data, they're cooking the numbers.
An all-new American greed, scams, scoundrels, and suckers. Wednesday, 10 Eastern on CNBC.
Alan Stanford's former right-hand man, Jim Davis, is cooperating with the Department of Justice, providing a window into one of the biggest frauds in history. In 2009, Davis tells former prosecutor Paul Pelletier that in Antigua, Stanford could do whatever he wanted. In a shocking revelation, Davis says Stanford bribed the chief banking regulator of the island and used a bizarre ritual to close the deal.
They sealed this bribery scheme with a blood oath, and that each of them cut their fingers and mixed their blood at the time they arranged the deal to engage in this bribery scheme, and that they were now blood brothers so they could never violate that oath by exposing this bribery scheme to anyone.
And with the bank's regulator looking the other way, Pelletier says Alan Stanford had no constraints. He siphoned investor money into his own personal Swiss bank accounts.
The amount of money that he spent through these slush funds was astronomical, but nobody knew that he was doing it.
To cite one egregious case, Stanford spends $12 million of investor money lengthening his yacht, the Sea Eagle, by just 6 feet. To top it off, the renovation actually diminishes the value of the boat.
The fact that a person would use investor money to increase the size of a yacht by 6 feet speaks volumes as to where his head is at in terms of whether or not he really cares about the investors.
But sadly, the $12 million spent on the Sea Eagle is a speed bump compared to the Mount Everest of theft Pelletier will eventually uncover.
What we learned is that ultimately he was siphoning off money in loans to himself that he would remove from the depositor's CD holdings. And these loans ultimately amounted to approximately $2 billion, which were never revealed to investors.